The shock of the red wave not turning up is now behind us, and we're into the reality of what actually happened at the midterms. No, the Republicans did not win every single seat that they could, but every projection is that they will still take control of the House of Representatives. Now, despite what the White House says,
I think the big the president obviously, I think, will feel this way. I've been in touch with the White House. They are giddy and gleeful, as they should be, about where things are sitting right now, Rachel.
what exactly are you giddy about? Nancy Pelosi won't be the Speaker of the House. This guy will be the Speaker of the House. Kevin McCarthy, a Republican, leading a Republican majority that will now have the full ability to go into anywhere they want in terms of investigations. At the very least, they can go and look back at COVID. At the very worst, they can go to impeachment. But certainly where they're going to go is into old mate Hunter Biden. Now, the reality of Hunter Biden is that Hunter Biden, by his own admissions, is a little bit of a screw-up. But a little bit of a screw-up who made an awful lot of money along the way. And many people believe the only reason that was the case was because his father was Joe Biden, a nation-famous senator, a world-famous vice president who was on his way to inevitably running for the presidency and winning it at some point in time. So that's what is very much up for investigation with the Republicans now in charge of the House. But Joe Biden says nothing to see here.
What's your message to Republicans who are considering investigating your family, and particularly your son Hunter's business dealings?
Lots of luck in your senior year, as my coach used to say.
But look a little deeper. The reality is that the next 2 years can be very uncomfortable for Hunter Biden, very uncomfortable for Joe Biden. And that doesn't automatically mean that he'll resign the presidency or be impeached. Remember, to be impeached, you need 2/3 of the Senate, so that's not going to happen. But as CBS reported, there's plenty of smoke for the GOP to go looking at for the next 2 years, even if they never find a fire.
They say that he believes the next year could be, quote, brutal. He has no illusions about the House Republicans, should they have the majority. They will come after his family, including probing his son, Hunter Biden. They're going to maybe possibly impeach members of his cabinet.
But if you have had your eyes open, even when big tech was trying to censor it, there is plenty of fire there about how this guy, who by self-admission is a screw-up and all the rest of it, and we know what the contents of the laptop were, and there's plenty of incriminating photos and lifestyle choices on that. But there are serious issues that they can't pretend aren't worth looking at. Chuck Grassley is a Republican senator, and he says, as you can see on the screen, the FBI has got a lot of information about potential criminality in the Biden family and their arrangements. And why this becomes a problem for Joe Biden is because people who have been in business arrangements with Hunter Biden say that Joe Biden has either been A, aware of them, or B, getting a slice. That's what was reported by a whistleblower to the Daily Mail. That's what has been reported by a business partner to Fox News. And that, in many ways, is why the laptop story was as big as it was. As my friend Miranda Devine wrote, 634-page report on Hunter Biden's laptop, potentially 459 crimes. And then even if crime isn't your thing, the appearance of nepotism becomes a problem politically. So much so that Jon Stewart, the comedian from The Daily Show, who famously said, always call out the bullshit, is calling out the bullshit.
Biden being on the board of
Burisma.
To me, that's corruption straight up off the bat. The idea that nepotism would allow much larger amounts of money to flow into the hands of people unqualified because you think those countries are trying to buy influence.
The question you have to ask yourself before everything gets polluted in the next 2 years, does anyone believe that Hunter Biden would have been this sort of a business success if Joe wasn't his dad? Absolute required reading about all of this for the next couple of years is Miranda Devine's book, Laptop from Hell. Go and look at the interviews with Tony Bobulinski, because there is plenty of fire, there is plenty of smoke, and Joe can't hide forever.